I mean, one of the core functions of SBA when we're not in a disaster mode is to provide advice and consulting to someone who wants to start a small business. The traditional model is if they live in Atlanta, Georgia, they would call the Atlanta office, make an appointment, go in, have to find parking, have to find the building, go in and see the person they made the appointment with. But what if the business that I want to start is something like opening up a coin in an antique shop? What if SBA has a consultant in Seattle working out of our Washington State office who did that as their career? What we've been doing is providing advice based on a geographical area versus if I'm that small business person who wants to start my business, I would much rather talk to somebody who's done it for 30 years than just my local rep. So one of the things I see SBA changing in the future is going more to virtual counseling, just like we're doing in the session here, where it would be nice to sit down face to face with somebody. I'd also rather get exposed to that exact expertise that I need for my business to be successful, as long as it's an SBA person somewhere in the country. So I think that's one of the changes we're going to see in government, not just at SBA, but other agencies that have expertise that varies by the individual across their offices. Potentially we'll find a way to leverage citizen services better and get those experts lined up with the people that have the exact need. I also think that, future federal office space, how we work, all of those things will impact the cost of the federal government, hopefully drive that cost down, allowing the taxpayers to get a better return on their investment and not have us, I'm sure people would rather have us pay money to support additional small businesses or other federal services versus paying rent just to have a building where people go to work. So I think we're going to see a lot of changes out of this, a lot of successes. One of the biggest changes we saw at SBA is with us being so heavily involved in getting those billions of dollars out. Everything that we had moved to the cloud already was able to quickly absorb that impact. And in fact, it absolutely validated the reason why the cloud is a great customer service front end, because we were able to immediately expand as our user base increased. For example, when the president tweeted out the sba.gov web address, we had an 8,000% increase within 1 minute of our hits. If that had been an on-premise application, which it was a year earlier, it would have collapsed. So we really saw the power of the elasticity of the cloud when you're in a crisis mode like this. So I think, again, it's something I think other federal agencies that also can have that type of surge impact because something happened, just reinforce the power of the cloud versus keeping things on premise. So I hope that'll lead to more modernization. Again, the whole benefit of doing modernization or move to the cloud is to allow us to provide better services to our citizens faster, quicker, easier, and I believe that'll be a benefit out of this.